What's going on, world? I'm mostly from A Connection TV, the network, the one channel on YouTube, where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And the similar connection that I want to adopt with you is for the love of Fear the Walking Dead. We are watching episode 2, season 2. And, I don't know. This is really not going to be a long review at all. I have to review quite a few things today, and I don't know, not a lot to say, not a whole lot to say, but we're going to get into it, okay? We start this episode off with kids playing on the beach, and zombies are approaching the kids, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, are these kids afraid? Do these kids even know what's going on? Do they see what's happening? Like, huh? Like, I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. I don't know. I wasn't afraid for the kids, but it was really weird to watch. And then, we find out that they're protected by a fence, whatever the case may be. Then Madison is yelling at Nick because, the last episode, Nick swam out into the ocean, went under a boat that was destroyed by some kind of weaponry, and got the ship log, of all things. He thought somebody was sitting there under the water, but I'm like, why should we even care? Like, I don't know. It's weird watching this because even though we all know about The Walking Dead, it's still one of those situations where it's just like, would you really do that? Would you really jump in the fucking ocean? And then would you really go farther away from the boat that you're on that saved your life to go under some more water when you know that there's zombies swimming around or floating around in the like what? Like, why? And then the whole thing is that they're still trying to save people, or they want to save people. But I'm like, why? Why do we want to save people? I'm not understanding this concept of wanting to save people. I don't get it. Anyways, it's whatever. The boat log suggests that San Diego was destroyed. They docked to go check out a house that had flashing lights coming on, and Strand stays on the boat. Strand is weird. Strand has a hidden agenda, which sucks, because I actually like Strand. I thought Strand made sense because he was someone that actually made sense. But he's just another con, like, and I'm annoyed by that concept. I really am. Yeah, I was annoyed. And so where am I at? Travis starts calling out. They go to look at this house. Travis starts calling out to the house, saying, hello, we need information. And says, we're here, we need help. We're not sick. We're not here to hurt you. We're not a threat. Then the kid jumps out. Travis introduces himself to George, and he says, we just need to get our stuff together. We need to rest for a bit, and then we'll be on our way. George welcomes them into his house, and he says, you can take whatever you want. The world is over. Nothing's happening. Take whatever you want. And I'm like, okay, George seems a bit off, he does. And, Seth comes in the house, and he seems a bit disturbed, a bit chaotic, and he's pretty much wondering why these people are in his house. He's hijacking Madison and trying to figure out what the hell is going on, but he's carrying some weaponry. So, of course, with the regular formula of The Walking Dead, things seem a bit weird. Things seem a bit off. Everyone is tense, and although they found safe haven, we all know that whenever our main crew comes across other humans, it always ends up bad. There's never been, and it seems like Fear the Walking Dead is starting off with this formula as well. There's never been an episode, practically ever, where our main crew finds some humans and they all get along and they all coexist and no one dies and no one has a weird ritual or anything like that. But of course, with the Fear of the Walking Dead, we're in LA, we're in California. We're bound to find some crazy people on an island that seclude themselves, isolate themselves on a fucking island during the fucking apocalypse. Like, and he's saying, oh, grab one. And everyone, there's no need, nobody's going to be writing books anytime soon. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's already spelling disaster. And then we get from that point and we go to the kids. A little boy and his toys with the mark on the heads because he knows that's how they're supposed to die. Off. Something's wrong. I'm not here for it. Like, why are we teaching these kids? Well, then again, it's all about survival. You should know how to survive, right? Yeah, it's all about survival. So I get it, but Nick is kind of like, okay, something's off. And then we talk to Strand and the Spanish dude. And Strand is like, says it's a $10 million boat. And then he's like, well, what don't you mean this is your boat? This is not your boat. You're saying it's a $10 million boat. This is your boat, is it not? Madison says the mother turned on the light on purpose, thinks she wants to get off the island. Nick and the sister talks, and he says he is thinking about the kids, and this is not fair. Nick says something is off here. The son, Chris, is killing the zombies at the fence and tells them where they are coming from. Chris kills a zombie in front of Travis and feels some sort of way. He tells George, you have a problem near the main line. Travis says Chris used to mow the lawn, Okay, so this whole thing about Chris killing the zombies. His hook is really nice with this weapon. He's slicing them up, digging into their brain skulls like it's nothing. He's cool. His mother died, so he doesn't really have anything much to hold on to anymore. And this new kid is showing him how to do it and showing him that you need to bash him in the head. So Travis watches Chris do this, and then Travis goes to George, and he's like, he used to mow the lawn. He used to wash the dishes. I don't know what he is now. And I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. Life is what it is now. Like, let's not. Nick finds some pills in the globe and pockets them. I thought these pills were for Nick. And I was a bit disappointed because I thought they were for Nick. Madison helps the mother farm in the garden. Madison asks, was the light an accident? Madison says, come with us. She says, the mother says, I have a mess and George is not going to leave this place. Neither will Seth. She says, take the kids. So this mother is telling these strangers to take her kids away. What? Like, why would we do that? Like, why would we do that? I don't understand. Why would we do that? Why would we tell strangers to take our kids away? Like, I don't understand why we would do that. That doesn't make sense. I don't get it. And I know that, they're saying that, oh, I want our kids to be safe. I want our kids to be able to live a fruitful life. They're not going to be able to survive here on the island. But I still don't see me giving my kids away to some strangers that I just don't know. That just doesn't make sense to me. I know she has a mess. I know she's dying. But Madison tries to talk Travis into taking the kids. This seemed a bit too much. Like, it was like a far stretch. It's like, am I really supposed to believe that we're about to have a conversation about taking other people's kids off this island and having them come with us? Come with us where, though? We don't even know where the fuck we're going. And San Diego and the rest of the world, from the halfway point of Colorado all the way to California, is destroyed, decimated, flamed, engulfed in flames. And so, like, I don't understand how that conversation came about so easily. And then we get with Nick, and Nick is saying, something's off. He has the pills. I think he wants to ice his whole family. And like, how do you get that from pills? This episode was a lot of nothing. It was a bit much, but a lot of nothing. Like, it really was. And then, you know, to have Nick be right all of a sudden and Madison be right with the light. It's like, it's very interesting how they can have these thoughts and ideas of what's going to happen. They can deduce on what's going to happen, but they don't know what the fuck is happening. They're always lost. They don't know how to fend for themselves. And it just makes no sense to me how they've survived thus far. I don't get it. You know? And then, you know, they're trying to take the kids away. The mother is explaining to them, you can do it, you can do it. And then George comes in. You know, the little boy comes downstairs, says, what's wrong with Willow? The mom goes upstairs. Willow is dead. She wakes up. She chews on to the mother. The George is like, no, just leave us. Just take him and leave us. So, you know, our people take the kid. And I'm like, where's Seth? Because Seth is not about to let this happen. And sure enough, Seth comes out. And he's like, where do you think you're going? He pulls a gun up on him. They give him back the kid. And we get to watch Seth kill his mother. Well, we don't see Seth kill the mother, but we see Seth pull the trigger. And the boy is just sitting there waving his hand. I don't know. This episode was really lukewarm. There wasn't really a lot that happened. It would have been better if Seth was the dude that, what's her name? Alicia was talking to. That would have been hot. And if they would have, you know, just that would have been cool. And I'm looking forward to that happening because I need some action in Fear the Walking Dead. We have 10 more episodes of this shit and a season 3 is coming for Fear the Walking Dead. I need more action. I need to know what you guys thought about this lukewarm review and this lukewarm episode. I'm Wesley from Making Nation TV, the network. Deuces.
All right. We got a full boat. Let's meet the man.
I was trying to hurry. I didn't know nothing. All I did was I came. I didn't want to do nothing. I was so hungover. I couldn't do nothing.
There was everything else.
Right. I didn't